Hello everyone, welcome to today's program. Beijing's fog hasn't lifted, if anything, it's grown thicker. The whole city feels like it's been covered by something. Online it's silent, but offline the rumors are multiplying. Some say it isn't fog, it's smoke meant to cover the truth. Because as Guofang's name was removed from company rosters, a chain of bizarre coincidences began. Actress Song Yiren went missing, actor Guo Junchen was warned by a medium, and someone revealed that a strange human sculpture in the Qihai/Qiheo art museum has contours almost identical to Menglong's. The medium Tai William cried during a live stream, "He's still there, just in another form." The whole internet exploded, yet Beijing remained utterly silent. Foreign media, however, have begun to act. India's Economic Times reported that hundreds of homes in the incident community have been listed for sale. India's WON said, the remains may have been made into an art exhibit. In Singapore, Taiwan, and Malaysia, people have lit lamps to pray for him. The Global Avaz petition has surged past 640,000 signatures. The world is saying, we see it. But on China's internet, the words, "You Menglong," are still banned. Beijing sky is the same gray. The Meteorological Bureau says it's fog, but the slogans on the streets say, the whole city is full of you Menglong. The white fog hasn't dispersed, and neither has the truth. If you're also following this topic, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell to all, so you won't miss future episodes. We've previously discussed how three major Beijing companies, Qihei Industrial, Beijing Company Limited, Beijing Huadu Hotel Company Limited, and Beijing Hangang Real Estate Development Company Limited, all changed their legal representative in early November at the same time, switching from Guofang to someone named Qi Ning. After searching, we found Guofang was born in 1981, a post-80s generation, yet her titles are staggering: General Manager of the Strategic Development and Investment Center of Beijing Capital Tourism Group, Party Secretary and General Manager of Beijing Shouhuan Cultural Tourism Investment, Director of Wangfujing Group, Director of China Quanjude Group, etc. As of 2025, she has served as the legal representative of 3 companies and a senior executive of 10 companies. According to public information, Qihei Industrial, Beijing Company Limited is a wholly owned subsidiary of Hualong Tourism Industrial Development Company, which in turn is 100% controlled by Beijing Capital Tourism Group Company Limited. Ultimately, the sole shareholder of Beijing Capital Tourism Group is the Beijing municipal government. Some netizens say she is effectively the boss of all the most profitable companies in Beijing, with Universal Studios alone involving an investment as high as $3 billion. Others question how someone so young can hold senior positions in so many well-known Beijing state-owned enterprises. Truly miraculous. Who is she, really? It turns out Beijing once had a mayor named Guo Jinlong. The Guofang, Guo Jinlong line is worth digging into. At present, although there is no evidence showing any connection between Guofang and Guo Jinlong, the fact that a post-80s executive can simultaneously hold senior roles in more than a dozen state-owned enterprises, and then, amid the sensitive moment as the Menglong case keeps fermenting, slip out of the allegedly implicated Qihei Industrial, naturally arouses public suspicion that her background is extremely powerful. The Qihei Art Museum controlled by Qihei Industrial has been identified as one of the suspected crime scenes in the Menglong case. Many of the so-called artworks displayed there are extremely bizarre and unsettling, long labeled by netizens as altars, real specimens, and criminal backdrops. The medium Tai William recently revealed in a live stream that Menglong's real body might be stored in a museum. You said those people tried to perform rituals on his body after death but failed. This aligns closely with the earlier online sacrifice narrative. Some netizens compared Menglong with the newest eerie human figure promoted by the Qihei Art Museum and found a 99% overlap. The medium also relayed that Yu's soul said he was somewhat angry and unhappy because rumors were spreading that he had faked his death and was now living in Paris, France. He confirmed he had indeed suffered extreme abuse and has already passed away, and he hopes the public won't be misled by false information. He also warned those bad people not to harass his mother. During the live stream, the medium suddenly felt ear pain. Yu hinted that this might be related to some horrific acts inflicted on his ears, perhaps even that they are no longer there. This medium further said she suddenly felt very uneasy and called on everyone to urgently locate Guo Junchen and ask him to go live to report his safety, especially as November 5th was approaching, a night of a super-large moon. Before Yu's incident there was a rare blood moon. Such special dates may be related to sacrifices. Guo Junchen once co-starred with Yu in Go Princess Go. They share 3 similarities. Both have delicate, refined looks. Both had munitions-related trademarks registered under their names. Both worked with Song Yiren. Most worrying, Guo had previously cried out, "Help," during a live stream, and at his birthday live this year, the company prepared a cake with 5 blood-red longevity peaches, believed to signify "no way out," which made netizens even more anxious. However, a purported artist roster from Yang Mi's new company, Tianyi Entertainment, recently circulated online, with Guo Junchen's name prominently listed. Many people breathed a sigh of relief, believing Yang Mi had stepped in to help. This has not yet been confirmed by Yang Mi's company. "We hope it's true, we hope there won't be another Yu Menglong." Another person who vanished is Song Yiren. She was previously alleged to be involved in the Yu case. She issued a lawyer's statement on September 22 and then a 5-point statement on the 23rd denying it. But netizens didn't believe it and demanded she provide an alibi. Recently, netizens exposed that after she traveled to Yunnan, Song suddenly disappeared. It said a large number of crews and contract partners are seeking breach of contract compensation but simply cannot reach her. After the Yu case, netizens launched a "Boycott Song Yiren's Works" campaign. The new drama she was to star in, Not Meeting Cloud Robe, Not Meeting You, is reportedly being recast. Some old indecent photos from when she studied in Canada were also dug up, shattering her pure image. Beijing authorities did not show face after the incident. Not until September 21, when the situation could no longer be contained, did they issue a notice, calling it an alcohol-related accident, and arrested 3 people for allegedly fabricating and spreading rumors. But by then, no one believed the official narrative. Now, under the CCP's censorship, even the 3 characters, Yu Menglong, and even his most iconic role, Beijing, have become taboo words. A netizen said her Xiaohongshu alt account was banned for another month. She hadn't posted anything, just replied to others using the nicknames Beijing and Fourth Brother, and had commented under threads about the Yunnan wild child incident, yet she was banned. She angrily questioned, "You violated no laws and isn't a tainted celebrity. I truly don't understand, why is information about him restricted? What secret lies behind this?" But netizens haven't given up. They are spreading information in new ways. Someone called for donations in Yu's name. Others said they now use Yu-related names for couriers, Meituan orders, and Jianping, doing anything with his name attached. Netizens fumed, "Let's see how much PR money they burn, keep laundering the people's hard-earned money." While domestic news is tightly sealed, the Yu event has spread worldwide. The Economic Times ran a second report, shockingly claiming that in Yu's residential compound, 100 households collectively listed their properties for sale because residents had received threats to their lives and dared not speak. It also said the case is riddled with doubts and suspected to have been orchestrated by 15 suspects, including officials' children, entertainers, and industry insiders, who hosted a party to lure Yu and then harmed him. Another outlet, WON, in its second report, mentioned allegations that the remains are suspected to have been placed in an art museum as a specimen artwork. In Singapore, many people who didn't even know Yu quietly went to temples to light lamps for him. During October's Waterland Dharma Assembly, many specifically offered large memorial plaques for Yu to accumulate merit on his behalf. On Avaz, the world's largest NGO platform, the global petition seeking justice for Yu has exceeded 640,000 signatures. Some noted that in 2016 Avaz successfully pushed for Brazil's Speaker of the House to step down, hoping to see another recall miracle. Finally, let's talk about something mystical yet very tangible, the weather in Beijing. From late October to early November, Beijing experienced unusually extreme, dense fog. The National Meteorological Center first issued a yellow fog alert, then on November 1 upgraded it to orange. In places like Beijing's Tongzhou and Dezhou in Shandong, visibility was under 50 meters. Official propaganda outlets beautified this severely poor air quality as like a fairyland. But the public read it very differently. Many realized the deeper meaning of a line: the Chinese mainland is steeped in Yu Menglong. The ancients believed persistent white fog by day was an unusual celestial omen, a heaven-man resonance warning. According to that traditional thought, all things are interconnected, a ruler's virtue and governance are closely tied to celestial signs. The Huainanzi recorded that out-of-season winter white fog and all-encompassing mist were often seen as signs of misrule, warnings from heaven of potential calamity and political turmoil, urging the ruler to correct course. During Emperor Wu of Han, Dong Zhongshu cited white fog and other portents as omens of disaster, memorializing the throne to say current governance was improper and had disturbed heaven's will, calling for moral rectification to appease heaven. Alright, let's summarize today's new leads. High-level, cutout, Guofeng, a Beijing SOE executive connected to the art museum at the incident site, was swiftly shifted aside, pointing straight toward the Beijing municipal government. People disappearing. Song Yiren has vanished. Guo Junchen has been urgently warned by a medium, his safety is unknown. Inside-outside temperature gap, foreign media are digging deep and overseas Chinese are mourning on their own. Domestically, speech is violently suppressed, even Beijing is a sensitive term. This is no longer just a simple falling to death case. It's like a loose thread pulling out a complex web of CCP elites, capital tycoons, and internal entanglements in the entertainment industry. Yu's mentor, Song Zuda, posted again on November 2, saying, "When other stars pass away, people can mourn, but not him, his name has become a sensitive word." Was he wrong not to go with the flow? A netizen wrote a memorial song for Yu with the lyrics, "Of all the things that shouldn't have happened, you should never have stepped onto that man-eating stage." A sincere heart repaid with betrayal. This world is sick, it cannot tolerate the good. At this point, the matter has far exceeded the scope of entertainment. We are watching corrupt power attempt, in full view of the public, to cover up the truth and suppress the people's voices. But like that fog in Beijing that refuses to dissipate, the truth may remain hazy, yet it has never disappeared. What do you think about the new leads on Guofeng? Do you believe the disappearances of Song Yiren and Guo Junchen are related to this? Please comment below to keep the issue alive. We will continue to follow up.